This one's from Austin. Hey, I just wanted to bring
Austin, Texas?
the whole state. Hey, I just wanted to bring up that I'm currently working at a fiber-to-home ISP that is bringing 10 gig to residential in California at a reasonable price. Some of my coworkers claim that it's not necessary. What are your thoughts?
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I want it.
What the heck are you going to do with it?
Have it.
What are you going to connect? What are you going to connect to?
I just want it.
Like, I actually think this should have been on the defend the indefensible wheel because it is an indefensible position to say that you could need 10 gig internet at home today.
So your poorly secured IoT device can just like DDoS the world.
I mean,
Sick.
honestly though, like you could, okay, let's go through the arguments, right? So that you could have lots of people there. Well, realistically, you probably live in a single family dwelling. You said it's residential. So no, actually the number
it might not be lots of, or it might be lots of people, but it's not going to be like
the vast majority
an
of the
office building.
The vast majority of the services that you connect to, will not even have 1 gigabit of available uplink bandwidth to you.
Yeah.
And B, especially for things like web browsing, are more likely to be limited by like DNS lookups
What for?
than by the actual transfer speed. Okay, number 3, let's say you sail the high seas hard. Okay? At that speed,
Crashing waves.
you are going to be you will not be able to work enough hours to afford the hard drives that you are going to need to contain all this data.
Everyone so far that's saying that they want it says just because. No one has a reason.
Well, I get it. Because when we got a 10 gig connection here, that was why I did it.
Yeah, I mean, it's sick, but like, yes, it's complete. Okay, but
we have 100 people here now.
Yeah, we might actually use a lot of it.
Yeah.
Wasn't the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing was claims that it's not necessary. Of course it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put it in anyway.
Sorry,
Are
Austin.
you guys actually opposed to being tech forward right now? This is A-Prime, I'm sorry. This is the I like waffles, then you hate pancakes argument. That is stupid. That is not what we said. We said it's not necessary.
Yes.
Luke and Linus hate the
different.
internet.
And
Oh my
I'm not
goodness.
saying don't lay the fiber.
All we were saying is it's not necessary.
By all means, let's get ready.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Eventually
I
we'll
don't
be
know.
able to
You know what?
stream 3D model files into whatever. Who knows? I don't know.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Hot take. We will never need a 10 gigabit home internet
Yeah, that
connection.
is a bad take.
Why would anybody
I didn't say
need
it was
more?
bad. I said it was hot.
Okay.
It's hot because, okay, can I,
Well, the amount of water
gonna give me a
needed to
chance
put
here?
it out is not very much.
are you going to give me a chance here?
We need to have our timed segments.
Can I talk?
Sure.
All right. Okay. What are the primary drivers of bandwidth consumption now?
Video.
Yeah, I mean, yes, right? This guy knows. Look at his shirt. Yeah, primary driver of bandwidth. Okay.
It's like Netflix and stuff.
Right now, we are at 4K, right? 3D coming back?
Probably not.
Okay. We're at 4K. We are at color depths that, while not, we're at dynamic ranges and color depths that are not maxing out the capabilities of the eye, but we're starting to talk about the capabilities of the eye. Fair enough?
Okay. Sure.
Okay. For resolution, right? We could go further, but at what is considered to be, and even going back to like, you know, the early days of projection theaters, at what is a ratio of your field of vision.
Sorry, what I was reading.
At what is a ratio of your field of vision that is considered optimal to reduce motion sickness, okay? There is a solid argument to be made that 8K is unnecessary. And certainly anything beyond it will be triply unnecessary.
Can I counterpoint?
Yeah, of course.
The type of data being consumed may change in the future. You're saying we
Sure.
will never need it?
Well, no, hold on.
Is that what you said?
I am saying we will never need it, but what I'm trying to lay out is sort of the groundwork for.
Sure, but you're only talking about video. And you're talking about 2D frame video on a
So
screen.
far,
Okay.
but I haven't gotten there yet.
All right.
Okay. So
We need timers.
if 8K is realistically as far as we're going to get before we have filled up too much of our field of vision and is no longer discernible anyway, then my argument is that we are kind of reaching a point where we can at least see the final destination.
Sort of.
And that could be 2 8K images in stereoscopic 3D through a VR headset or through some kind of holographic projection system or whatever
you
else
sure
it is.
should know that it's not just resolution, though.
No, absolutely.
That's part of it. That's not really that strong of an argument. but that's part of it.
However, I mean, we already, again, though, we know what that might look like. So we are approaching the limits of what the eye can discern, and we're sitting at like the highest bitrate Blu-rays or something in the neighborhood of 100 megabit. So if we say, okay, 100
running
megabit
2
times
of
4 is
or that.
400 megabit, times 2 is 800 megabit for a stream that is now stereoscopic, and let's go to gigabit, okay, to say, okay, we're going to need we'll need more color depth than we have today.
It might come in bursts when you're buffering and stuff like that, but even that isn't really enough to fill that pipe.
Not even close.
Yeah. Not even a significant fraction.
Not even a little. Now, you could make the argument for a 5-user household
all consuming that at once.
all consuming that at once. I would counter that point by saying, I pretty much promise you that experience, for at least in our lifetimes, is not going to be something that all 5 of those users are consuming. In much the same way that right now, you might have 5 people watching Netflix in the house. I promise you they're not all at 4K. There. That's my argument.
Why are they not all at 4K? You just think one of them is on like a
someone's
junkier device?
Someone's probably on their phone.
So not every person has like a TV, basically.
Has a top of the line experience is
Yeah.
kind of. I'm saying that
So you don't
I
have
think
5 theater rooms
the vast majority
or
of
family
households
rooms or whatever.
might have at most one of this peak tier experience. Yeah,
And then you have phones or laptops or computers or whatever else.
that's my argument.
So my thing I think would be new alternate experiences. So
Sure.
yes, I do think we would have a hard time getting there in like flat frame video player
Sure.
type of content. But I made like an offhand comment earlier about like streaming 3D models, whatever. I wasn't describing it very well, but that's sort of what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Really, really high poly count, complicated things being live streamed instead of rendered locally, game stream style to your
Sure.
house in more complex things that might not exist yet in regards to how we consume content could start hitting bandwidth levels pretty hard. Do I think it's super likely? Not really. A lot of the market is going towards actually, while we're increasing you can get 10 gig to your house, a lot of the market is going towards making it so that
Bandwidth
less
optimization.
data is being sent out.
Yep, that's exactly where I was going to go
Yeah.
to, because at the end of the day, the higher the bigger the pipe between the service and the user, the more data was being stored. And as we talked about in the video, in the video we did recently, why YouTube should charge for 4K, basically the trend that we were looking at was the way that storage is not getting cheaper anymore.
And you don't
the
just
way that it used to.
plug Ethernet cables into hard drives either. You need systems to run this data transfer, to put things in packages, send them out, handle all that.
Now, we will still get faster compute. We will still get specialized encoders and
For
decoders.
sure. Yeah.
But those will exist to minimize that data storage burden, to minimize that data transmission burden. No service, no company anywhere is looking to just use up more infrastructure. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
So that's my argument. I'm saying it now. This might be one of those I don't see Bitcoin going anywhere moments 10 years from now when everyone needs 10 gig to have the best gaming experience. But you know what's funny is I might have even made a stronger argument for 10 gig back when game streaming was in its infancy and we couldn't really see the trajectory of it. As it is now, It's pretty clear that to keep latency down, compute has to stay down, data rates have to stay down, and we are not going to see like an uncompressed, 4K game stream product. Not in any reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.